Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Pause Window Cleaning, and today is week number 5 that we have of this year of 2024 of our 100K journey. And this week has been a very interesting week, as it always is apparently. This week we got technically 2 jobs, but not 2 jobs. Yeah, I'll explain it right now. But also too, I had jury duty this week, which was very interesting, and that kind of was a very interesting situation, but fortunately I was there, and then ended up being that I got dismissed, so that kind of helped out a lot. But the 2 jobs that I had this week, technically one of them is the one that I've been kind of mentioning throughout the last couple of weeks, that I had them scheduled and then they rescheduled. So again, they rescheduled for next week. Unfortunately, something in their life happened, and so it's totally understandable why they're rescheduling. They didn't have to tell me that, but that was very nice of them. But they ended up giving me a deposit of $100, so of the total, and so when I do the job, then obviously that 100 will be taken away. Yeah, I got it. So I got $100, so I'll count it as an income, I guess. And then the other job, and this is kind of like why I always say that having a water fed system will always be an amazing tool to have, just because I ended up doing this bid for this house, I believe like last week. And when I went to go do this bid for them, I ended up just walking around the outside with them, and they just wanted inside and out done. So I charged them $425, a very easy house, a cookie cutter. And ended up being that I gave the bid, and she's like, well, what about solar panels? And so I was like, oh, well, because obviously they already had their house being done, right? When I'm going to do with the water fit on the outside. They wanted to have the solar panels cleaned also. So then from there, I told her our rate is $10 a solar panel. So I said, oh yeah, and it looked like it only had like 1 or 2 of them. So I was like, yeah, we just charged $10 solar panel. And she's like, oh, okay, no problem. So ended up being that, I don't know how many solar panels they actually had, but of course my policy is, because obviously I already have my window cleaning equipment set up and I'm already doing their house, I already just include that as an add-on, so that's kind of easy to count and to charge. But what I do is when I get there, and she agreed on the price and everything, that $10 solar panel and the windows. So I got on my ladder and I went up there thinking that it was just going to be like 1 or 2 solar panels, because the way that the angle was, it was kind of like, how do I say it? It was just like very easy to do, right? So anyway, so I get on the ladder, I go on the roof. They have 24 solar panels. 24 solar panels. And so I ended up going around and kind of checking them all out. Now the reason why I'm saying that is because before you start the job with the solar panels, it's always good to see about if there's any broken solar panels, and in this case there was. I took a picture and I sent it to her and I showed her, and obviously I didn't charge her for that solar panel, nor did I even clean the solar panel. But yeah, I sent her a picture of it to her, and it looked like some people were maybe maybe during COVID or something was golfing, they were practicing their swing, or I don't know what. So it looked like there was like a golf ball mark, maybe 1 or 2 of them on it. So it was pretty bad. So the whole thing was cracked. So that was unfortunate, and she didn't even know about it. So but yeah, I mean, who goes on the roofs, right? Because like I said, the way the roof was kind of like a weird angle. So I mean, the only way to see the solar panels was to be on the roof. So anyways, but yeah, so the reason why I'm saying all this is because, and I have my notes here because I want to make sure I got this right. For this job, it was $425, like I said, but there was 23 solar panels, so you add a 0 to that, so it was 230. Wow, great upsell, right? Kind of, if they're looking into it. And the funny thing is, she actually asked it. I didn't offer it. I was just like, okay, these are your windows. She's like, what about solar panels? So maybe it was a shirt. She was reading my shirt, because it does say solar panel cleaning. But all in all, in this job, I made from the 425 plus the 230, I made 655. So plus 100, I made 755 this week. But again, this whole thing about this water fed system is so awesome, because not only can you clean windows, but also, like I just said, I made $230 doing solar panel cleaning. 23 solar panels are not a lot of work to do, because you're up there, you do everything. Obviously the water fed system is what makes it easier for you to do. I know when I first started, it was very hard to like clean it, because it's like, you use the, you don't know what to do. But once you start to get the hang of it, like in a sense that, I like to, because like sometimes you say, oh, it's a water fed, it's easy, just go real quick and clean it if you don't see any dirt. No, you kind of have to, kind of clean it like a window. Like I would suggest, like if you're going from an upper angle going down, I would say clean the top first, because you want the water to like be going down, and then from there scrub all the way to the bottom. I'm using a boar's hairbrush, so with the over top rinse bar, it works phenomenal. And then I go all the way down, and then from there I go all the way up. And then I rinse off, and if there's anything left behind, I try to take care of it. But in the beginning, I was like, oh, let's just clean it from the top down, and then, I'm done, right? And then from there, like, I would start cleaning other solar panels and look back and be like, yeah, I need to do this again. So that's what I mean. In the beginning, it was a little bit hard because I didn't really know. And so that's, I guess, a tip, clean it twice, I guess, and then rinse it off like you would with the window, right? And that helps a lot. So anyways, so all in all, week 5, I made 755. And yeah, next week it's going to be raining a lot, so it's going to be a little bit interesting, but I do have work, so that's fortunate. And hopefully soon spring will be here, March next month, so that we can start getting more work and all the other stuff. And yeah, it's going to be, I'm really looking forward to this year. But anyways, that's our weekly recap. And yeah, if you made it this far, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.